Russ Duritz, Bruce Willis, is blunt, demanding, obnoxious and rich, a highly sought-out image consultant. He is also a workaholic, single, and doesn't stop to smell the roses. He requires the same kind of commitment from his staff, expecting them to jump to his every whim even at 3:00 in the morning. Into his well-ordered life comes his former 8-year-old self, Rusty. Rusty is still excited about life and considers his older self a loser because he doesn't have a chick, isn't a pilot and doesn't have a dog named Chester, things that he always said he would have when he grew up. Rusty is chubby and gets picked on at school back in 1968. Trying to make sense of the situation, Russ thinks it must be his job to help the younger Russ, so encourages him to stop eating rubbish and takes him to a boxer to help him learn to fight his bullies. Russ' co-worker Amy takes a great liking to Rusty, seeing in him qualities that are completely missing from his older self. Rusty picks up on the fact that Russ and Amy may have a future, and in an effort not to lose out on such a lovely young woman, he proposes to her himself. Unfortunately, Russ comes along and events once again show him in an unfavorable light. Amy apologizes to young Rusty and leaves. Eventually it dawns on Russ that maybe Rusty has been sent here to help Russ. Russ has blocked out his childhood memories, so remembers little of his past life. His relationship with his father is not a good one. By spending more quality time with Rusty and encouraging the boy to tell him about his life back home, Russ slowly begins to recover his memories. They aren't good. Russ takes the day off work so the two of them can enjoy their birthday together. They go for a drive, and whilst listening to Rusty telling him about being bullied by bigger boys and worse about how these boys torment a poor three-legged dog, Russ remembers everything. They drive through a tunnel and emerge in 1968 complete with vintage car and clothes. Russ warns Rusty that this is not a good day. As a boy he tried to stop the bullies from setting off firecrackers around the dog's neck and got beaten up for his pains. What was worse, he didn't even manage to save the dog. It is recess when they arrive at the school and the bullies see Rusty and call for him to join him. Even though he knows what is in store for him, he decides to face them. At least Russ will be there this time. After a rough start, he gets the better of the main bully and saves the dog. Russ takes Rusty for a ride in their car and they find an old diner which keeps appearing and disappearing throughout the film. During their birthday dinner, they realize that they don't appear to have changed much by winning the fight, as Rusty's mother was summoned to take him home in both cases, which led to the fateful confrontation with his father. Whilst they are eating, a dog comes running up to Rusty. His owner shouts for him to come back. He calls him Chester. The two of them race from the diner and onto a private airstrip where the dog's owner, an old man in a red baseball cap, comes to greet them. He is an older version of them, aged about 70. He admits that he has been behind everything. They say goodbye as he walks towards his own plane. There waiting is an old lady who looks as if she might once have been the younger Amy. They are thrilled to see her there and equally thrilled to see Russ SNR fly the plane himself. They both jump for joy on the tarmac, excited to realize that one day they will fulfill their childhood dream of becoming a pilot. Russ looks at the sky again, and when he turns back, Rusty is gone and he is back in the present. The following day, Russ makes peace with his father and later turns up at Amy's house with a little puppy and she invites him in.